And inside GCU Arena, where tonight the Lopes look to extend their winning streak to 4 games as they play host to the Mustangs from Cal Poly. Welcome to GCU basketball. Alongside 3-time NBA champion Scott Williams, I'm Barry Vitale. Kate Longworth will be along in just a moment. While the Lopes riding high after a decisive 89-49 victory the other night against Arkansas Pine Bluff. Dwayne Russell leads the way with 31.
He was fantastic again, just doing what he does, putting that ball in the basket. It was wonderful shooting the ball from the outside. The team as a whole really on fire from behind the land of three. 61% from behind the arc. Drive the ball to the hole, shot 56% for the game, but the defensive effort was tremendous. They held the Golden Lions at just 37% shooting from the field.
Martin, you see, chipping in with 13 points, but playing all 40 minutes, Jack Carr. Boy, did he ever contribute.
Yeah, the Shack attack. He was on fire. He got the party started by being aggressive offensively early. Taking the ball strong to the basket. He looked for his outside shot, his mid-range shot. I like the fact that he's fearless amongst taking the ball, much like Oscar Freire is, and taking the ball to the hole, not afraid to get fouled. Wonderful foul shooter with 9 of 9 from the free throw line.
Now, Cal Poly, the Mustangs, they are riding a 3-game losing streak. Their overall record is 5-7. They are led by a redshirt senior guard by the name of Kyle Toth. He leads his team with 11.9 points per game.
Yeah, and this is a smaller team, but they're very dangerous behind that arc. Toth is really a diddly shooter. Shoots 52% from behind the arc. It's like shooting 70-something from the land of 2 because you're getting 3 points instead of 2 points. But got to watch him. He just plays very well coming off of screens away from the basketball.
Well, the first of 2 now against Big West Conference opponents. We begin with Cal Poly before the team travels to UC Riverside. Let's send it over to the public address announcer, Paul DeNuser, with our prayer and our national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to GCU Arena for tonight's men's basketball matchup between the Cal Poly Mustangs and your Grand Canyon University Antelopes. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you all please rise. Gentlemen, please remove your caps as we begin this evening's competition with a word of prayer. Tonight's prayer is led by Grand Canyon University Police Officer Thomas Fielden.
Let us pray. Dear Lord, our Father, you have created us to strive for the best. Grant all athletes, coaches, and fans the strength to pursue excellence during this event. We pray for the safety of these athletes and to protect them from injury and harm. And finally, we pray for your grace to provide us with the endurance to pursue our heavenly prize, eternal life in your Son, Jesus Christ. Amen.
Thank you, Officer Fielden. Fans, please remain standing as we now honor America with the playing of our national anthem. The Star-Spangled Banner will be performed this evening by Jerry Bullis. Thank you, Jerry Bullis.
Jerry Bullis with our national anthem. Tom Fielden, the GCU police officer, with our prayer. Great job, gentlemen. There's the head coach from Cal Poly, Joe Calero, in his 8th season, former head coach at Seattle University and the University of Puget Sound. Also an assistant for 1 season at USC, coming in 105 and 126 overall. 1 NCAA tournament appearance. Here is Joe's starting 5. Donovan Fields, Rich Shipley, Kyle Toth, Luke McCall, and Zach Gordon.
Yeah, we're going to keep our eye on Shipley tonight. 6-foot senior guard. This guy hit a game winner for the Big West tournament 2 years ago. Knocked down a 3-point shot. He's 3rd in the Big West in assist-to-turnover ratio. He started all 12 games this year for the Mustangs, averaging 8 points and 4 rebounds.
Associate head coach Paul Morozic. The assistants are Sam Kirby and Mitch Reeves. Time now to introduce you to Grand Canyon University.
Are you ready? I said, Mustangs, are you ready?
Here are tonight's Canyon State Credit Union starting lineup. Canyon State Credit Union committed to you. Head coach Dan Marley, his 5. Dwayne Russell, Jared Martin, Shaq Carr, Keontae Vernon, and Oscar Freyer.
Yeah, my favorite Martin was absolutely sensational these last couple basketball games. Back-to-back 13-point games and a couple wins. And Mama brought him some home cooking, maybe bought him some Vegemite sandwiches as well, because he was showing out for Mom while she was in town over the holiday break. Look for Jared Martin to be aggressive, not only defensively, but offensively as well. He took 8 3-point shooters against Arkansas Pine Bluff, making 3 of them. I look for him to be aggressive from behind the arc.
Keontae Vernon has played well. And there he is, 0 the hero, Dwayne Russell. 3rd overall in all the NCAA in scoring, leading the team with 25.2 points per game. The associate head coach, Todd Lee. Assistants, Chris Crevalone and TJ Benson. Director of basketball operations is Luke Dallariva. The assistant director of basketball operations is Duffy Ball. Got your keys to the game brought to you by your Valley Hyundai dealer. Shop buyhyundai.com today.
Yeah, little black dress. This Mustangs team is shorter than a Miley Cyrus little black dress. I mean, Cal Poly likes to play that small ball. The Lopes must watch the 3-point line and limit penetration. And this ain't no black tie affair. There is no reason to go out and try to look cute with this team. Make them play a strong and physical style game. They don't want to get into a scrum with the Lopes. And Happy New Year. I mean, 2016's been a beast. Just lost another star tonight. Here's the hope next year. Here's the hope the team has health in 2017 so they can bring home their first ever WAC title.
Yeah, can't end quickly enough. You just gave me the news about Debbie Reynolds. My goodness. First daughter, now mom. Good grief. Fans will remain on their feet until the Lopes hit their opening bucket. The officials are Sean Lehigh, Chris Rastatter, and Mark Beasley. And yet again, Oscar Freyer wins the opening tip. Back to Dwayne Russell. To his right, Shaq Carr. Up high. Oh, swatted away.
Mallory likes that high handoff to start games. I think Cal Poly might have snipped that one out.
Gordon got a hand on that. Shipley to his right. McCall. Guarded heavily by Martin. Back to Toth. Look out beyond the arc. To his right. McCall. Twists and turns around Jared Martin and puts in the bucket.
Yeah, nice twisting, driving layup that time. Jared Martin early gets out of position, but that was just give credit where credit is due. Shaq Carr with another early turnover.
Shipley picked that one off. Shaq's got to be careful. Tillich leads for Fields. Fields pulls back, leaves there for Shipley. In the corner, McCall back out. Shipley, 5 on the shot clock. Got to do something quickly, trying to drive on Carr. Leaves for McCall. Travel.
That's the kind of defensive pressure you need out of Shaq Carr. Out up front of that three-point line, making sure you're not getting beat over the top of the defense, and then sliding those feet, staying in front of the drive.
Up for Frayer. Swarmed, looking. Another turnover. Good grief.
Oh, Lopes not ready to play in this one. 3 non-forced errors.
Oh, Frayer stopping McCall. Draws the foul on Frayer, his first.
First personal, first team foul.
Yeah, look at this one here. As Frayer got that ball, a little lackadaisical. Only had one guy on him, and just got to be stronger with the ball when you have it above your head. Rico going to the line, knocking the front end of that free throw down. This is a team where you do not want to put them on the free throw line. They shoot a nice percentage from the free throw line, 70% to the opponent's 66%. So they outshoot most of the people that they play from the free throw line.
Mustangs came out, punching the Lopes in the mouth early on. In the corner, bounce pass, Martin quickly out to Carr, to his left, Frayer, bounce pass into Vernon. Vernon looking to drive, up high, up over the top, doesn't drop, pulled down by Gordon.
Yeah, Vernon shot that ball, nobody on the offensive glass, no gray shirts down in that painted area at all.
Donovan Fields from Newburgh, New York. Inside, picked off, Vernon leaves for Russell, Russell on the run. Off the right, now over to Carr. Carr backs up. Frayer back to Carr, and over to Russell. Inside to Martin, back out Carr. Carr pulls down, drives, draws the foul.
Yeah, Shaq Carr with a nice ball fake. Got them up out of that zone. That's when you get facing that matchup zone, you have to make middle penetration against that matchup zone, or else you allow players to stay in their comfort areas.
Russell doesn't drop. Loose ball underneath. Jump ball, possession arrow for the Mustangs.
Yeah, and Frayer really was the guy that got up on that basketball. I mentioned the trip before, there was nobody in the offensive glass. This time Frayer quick jump in there, got just enough of it there with Meagle there to tie him up. So even though they didn't get position, it's still a very valuable play, because next time out there's a jump ball situation, Lopes will have the ball.
Todd wants to sit down. Shipley. Driving, kicks out, Fields in the corner, he'll come back out. Slashes, trying to work on Russell, pulled out, look out. Long range shot off the mark, big time by Toe. We'll see him try it from three-point land, plenty. Carr slashing in, left hand and in, take a seat.
Oh, I think that might be Shaq Carr's strength right now. His ability to get through a crevice and get to the basket, unlike, just like Dwayne Russell, but GCU doesn't have a lot of players that can get through small little cracks and get to the basket, so it's nice to have another penetrator in that starting lineup.
Shipley to his left, inside, Gordon, McCall. Oh, long distance rebound, pulled down Carr, up to Russell. Jared Martin behind him, but thankfully went off McCall's hands. It'll inbound now for the Lopes.
Yeah, it was one of those that McCall could have let go out of bounds, but just instinctively you see the ball flashing by your chin. You want to try to get a hand up on it, and he could have just let that one go.
Lopes wearing their all grays. Martin from the arc trying to drive in on Gordon. Out in front, Keontae Vernon, right hand, underhand, off the glass and in. We're tied at 4.
When you're struggling with turnovers and outside shots, that's what you got to do. You got to drive that ball hard to the basket. Back-to-back point blank layups for the Lopes.
Shipley Denied. Baseline in the corner. Slashing in out to McCall. He drives, trying to move over the top of Martin. And up over the top.
Yeah, Jared Martin does a good job challenging the shot without fouling and then causing the over the back. McCall's trying to get that basketball back. He wanted that layup.
We have tied at 4 with 15:41 to go. Let's send it over to Kate Longworth.
All right, thank you guys. I am joined by GCU swim and dive coach Steve Schaefer. Thank you so much for being here and welcome back. You just returned from Windsor, Canada for the World Swimming Championships and there were many records broken. Take me through that.
Yeah, it was great. We had 3 kids there. Jade Howard was representing Zambia. Yusuf and Mazen El Kamash were representing Egypt. Jade set 4 records in her events. And Yusuf set 3 in his breaststroke events. They did great.
Yeah, you also had 13 qualify for the AT&T Winter Nationals. How did they do there?
They did fantastic. We had our first top 3 finish ever for an individual and relays. Mark Nikolaev was 3rd in the 100 backstroke. Our 2 medley relays were 3rd. Our women got their first podium appearance ever, so it was a really good performance for everybody.
And as we turn the calendar on a new month and a new year, you guys have some big meets coming up, specifically at BYU and Notre Dame. What are you anticipating?
Yeah, BYU is always tough going up there to altitude. We surprised them here last year on the men's side and beat them. The women's meet have been close but haven't quite done it yet, so we're going to go up there and see what we can do.
And when you're breaking world records, I can only imagine what the goal is come the WAC championship in February.
WACs, for WACs, we're looking to kind of hold on where we were last year. We're redshirting two guys, 1 girl this year for NC2As next year. So if we can just finish where we are and move up a place, we'll be really happy with that.
All right, well, we're wishing you the best of luck. Always great to see you out.
Thank you so much.
All right, well, Barry, we've known lately just how great GCU is across the board in all athletics, but swimming especially. Not just grabbing attention here locally or even nationally, but internationally. What a program they've established.
No doubt. The recruiting internationally is just an amazing story, not only for Steve and his staff, but also for Greg Prudhomme and his staff with men's and women's tennis. And of course, Steve had just a dream come true attending the Rio Olympics and walking in that opening ceremonies with Jade Howard for Team Zambia. Freyer in the corner, Martin inside. Ooh! Keontae Vernon loses the handle, goes out of bounds.
Well, that was good ball movement around the perimeter. I like the fact that they were trying to pass that thing down to the big fella underneath. Just got to be a little crisper with that pass. Keontae Vernon couldn't get that mid on it and corral that basketball. A nice play coming out of that timeout. The last game when they played Arkansas Pine Buffers, who played a lot of zone defense, it took GCU a while to figure out that riddle and how to beat that zone defense. So seen some early struggles here in this one.
Victor Joseph now in for the Mustangs. He's got the basketball. Guarded by Russell. Picked off. Vernon came out. Joseph trying to get it away. He's going to draw the foul.
Joseph was hammering on big Keontae Vernon with lefts to his midsection, trying to get the official to call the foul, trying to prevent the big fella going down and dunking that one on him. I think after about the 3rd or 4th attempt of reaching in there, he finally called the foul, so it would be baseline out of bounds. That was kind of funny.
Under 15 to go, opening half. Shaq Carr slashing underneath. Keontae Vernon off the glass.
Holy moly, Shaq Carr is becoming a dish man. 9 assists a game ago against Pine Bluff, and then off to a spoon feeding the big fella underneath that time down the floor.
Lopes on a 6-0 run. 3-point attempt off the mark. Rebound. Martin battling after it. Pulled down by the Mustangs. McCall again. Too heavy. This time Martin. Whoa. Big time fall by Alex Abrams.
Now, this is the physical battle I wanted to see tonight. Bodies flying around.
Oh, you love that.
I sure do. That's basketball. With a little football mix.
Carr motioning. Martin in the corner. He's going to try the 3. It's short. Oh, banked it in. Thought it was coming up short. Oh, when you're golden, you're having that type of year, everything's going to come up, Roses.
Yeah, this is one guy that's loving 2016. A year ago, he was an assist guy. He was a setup guy. This year, the 2016 season, he's come out firing. Everything he throws up seems like it goes in.
Oh, Abrams with the rebound on that one. He's underneath right now, and he muscles his way in. Alex Abrams.
got ourselves a basketball game tonight. I like the way this game's being played right now. A couple of early turnovers I'm not real pleased with on GCU in Cal Poly's side, but for the most part, these guys are fighting hard.
Russell stops, pops, and he connects!
Russell, all he needs to get is a little taste of that ball going in the basket. He wants a lot more. You'll start to see the points pile up here. Got 4 now. Wouldn't be surprised if he's in the 14 to 16 point range by the end of this first half.
Told over to Shipley. Shipley slashes his way in underneath, up high, and it somehow made its way in.
Coach Marley won't be real happy about that one. A knifing, driving layup that started outside the arc.
11-8 is the score. Let's send it over to Kate Longworth.
Of the year he's having, Dwayne Russell obviously just excited to still be in that Lopes uniform after getting that extra year of eligibility to play with the team. He's gone out there really taking ownership of this team, making things happen. And guys, I don't know what you did for your wife for Christmas, but Dwayne Russell might have won up to with his girlfriend as he popped the question to Alexis Roberts, asking if she would spend the rest of her life with Dwayne Russell. That's right, he is engaged. And this is a picture of actually the GCU women's soccer player. She is a junior, Alexis, so we congratulate the two of them. And I don't know, Scott, you talked about how great 216's been for him. He's ending it on a pretty high note, I'd say.
Wow. I will say it, most definitely. High praise. Look at that big 3 right there. High praise from Rick Pitino, and then he goes out and gets himself an engagement ring, and the girl said yes. Pretty girl, by the way, too. She might have outkicked his coverage on that one.
Ooh, Vernon stoned underneath by Abrams. Shipley driving. Ooh, Carr got a hand on it. Reach in. Oh, Frayer.
Second team foul.
Frayer called. He pointed right at Carr. Both started 0 for 2 since they're 5 for 5. 5 of 6.
Yeah, Vernon with 1 foul and Frayer with 1 foul, so nobody has 2 yet, but you got to keep an eye on Keontae. He has to hedge out. Sometimes he picks up fouls some too far away from the basket.
Toad pulled out, leaves for Rich Shipley. Shipley to his left. Driving baseline underneath the bucket, back out. Joseph pulls back beyond the arc. 6, 5, 4. Keontae comes out. They've got to move quickly in the corner. Oh, at the buzzer.
You play great defense for 34.5 seconds, and then that corner pocket 3 is the 3 you would not choose to have to give up, but it's the easiest shot on the floor, and the Mustangs drain it.
Jakob Nijo. Frayer looking for 3. Off the rim, rebound, pulled. Oh.
That's that reach in there by Vernon. Unfortunately, that's going to be a second foul. Got in a little foul trouble a couple games ago. Kerwin Smith came off that bench and did a great job.
Timeout on the floor. Teams are knotted at 11. 11:50 to go, opening half. The Lopes looking to extend their winning streak to 4 games. The Mustangs trying to halt their 3-game slide. Stick around. Out 2016.
Yeah, I'll be happy to see this year go. just hasn't been one that I care to remember. We lost a lot of very famous people that contributed a lot to our society.
Joseph to Shipley. Shipley cuts back in. Joseph stops, pops inside the arc. Too heavy. Pulled down by Kerwin Smith in the game.
Yeah, Kerwin Smith came in for Keontae Vernon. Vernon was hot. I mean, Vernon and Russell, they had 9 points on 4 of 7 shooting combined, and we'll see what Smith can do. He was wonderful on the glass and using his length along the basket.
Frayer turns, and nothing but net.
Anytime you're working behind that defense, that zone defense, behind their field of vision, jumping into the middle like that, nice body control, getting himself his shoulder squared to the basket, he knocked it down.
Shipley to his right. Inside Abrams, can't move on Kerwin. Oh my.
Abrams got a
Kerwin going in the paint. Looking over at the officials. Shipley right hand and in.
Kerwin Smith got robbed. A great defensive effort went for naught. I thought that Abrams was in the key too long.
Camping out in there. Russell.
Coach Marley was hot about that. With officials in earful.
Freyer turning and all alone connecting.
This kid's special. Hey, as a freshman, to be able to do some of the things with his body that he can do, and it's not just all athleticism. A lot of it is control.
Shipley lost the handle. Russell quickly up to Kerwin. Oh, he can't get the shot off.
I think Kerwin had a Mustangs player on top of that basketball in his arms as he tried to go up, but Oscar Freyer gets working from behind that defense there and has got the ability to be able to turn that right shoulder back to the basket, fire that thing up there, and it's falling through back rim and down. Well, we call him K-Dunk for a reason. He has worked on his free throw stroke, but has not been rewarded with the success from the line that he would have liked.
8 of 28 now.
Yeah, under 30% shooting. I was hoping that he would find his way north of 50% before the wax started. It would give him some more confidence to be able to try to take guys to the basket and get fouled, not worry about going to the line and making a couple free throws, but it's really right now just stuck on that launch pad, can't get himself started.
Joseph pulls back out. Driving again on Freyer. Oh, lost the handle on it. Joseph got in the way. Freyer.
Yeah, Freyer got fouled, I believe.
Oh, he did by Joseph.
Yeah, Freyer got fouled, pivoting, trying to find the outlet man. But I think it was a good foul by Joseph, if you can call it a good foul, because it stopped what could have been a fast break opportunity for the Lopes after that rebound.
Inside, Kerwin couldn't put it down. Tried to turn around. Got a hand on it. Hollingsworth in the game now.
Well, I like this left shoulder turn to right hand hook, but those are small Cal Poly players underneath there. Just go up there. Don't worry about getting fouled and having to go to the free throw line. Put them in the basket with you.
Shipley back out. Fields. 3. Connects.
Ah, that's nice. Inside-out basketball that time by the Mustangs. Anytime that ball gets below the free throw line, puts a lot of pressure on the defense. They got to suck down to that basketball. That Fields a good opportunity to get a clean look at a three.
Fields 43%. Three-point shooter. Russell to his right. Fifi Adu in the game. Inside, Kerwin. Smith underneath. Muscles his way out. Not there. Tried to tip it back and couldn't get it home. Shipley brings it up.
Well, they keep going to the big fella underneath. He's going to put one of those down.
Ooh, Freyer. Fields trying to lay it in. Loose ball, Kerwin Smith.
Did Freyer jump over him?
I think he did.
My goodness. I told you about his athleticism. I think he just hurdled a player.
Ooh, be careful. Bounce pass. Kerwin Smith fouled by Shipley. Pretty heavy.
Well, Freyer tries to go out and close out on that three-point shot. He runs him. He went right over Field's shoulder there. And it goes one by a strong foul underneath there. By Shipley, and that's what you'd want to do to the big fella, not prevent an easy opportunity, make him go to the line and earn them both. And this is where Kerwin Smith's got to start proving that he can knock him down.
There you go. Let's send it over to Kate.
Well, guys, the good news is Shaq Carr is off the training table, back on the bench. He is cleared to go back in, but he did suffer a bruised right foot.
Good grief. Good.
Ankles
Nice to
and
see him.
thighs, mouths. It seems like these GCU players have been getting banged up in the early goings in some of these recent games during this homestand.
Kerwin knocking both of them in.
I like that. See, that gives him confidence the rest of the game to continue to finish strong around the basket.
Lead is 1 for GCU. Fields trying to move over Martin. Ujo just inside the arc. Good rebound, pushed into Martin's hand.
And Freyer didn't get that one, but he certainly was in the field of vision of the shooter.
Freyer, 3. Pulled down by Fields. 8 and counting on the first half clock. Long 3 off the front of the rim. Rebound, Fifi Adu. Fifi to his right, he's fouled by Fields.
Oh, that was a bad foul. That put him over the limit there. They're shooting the 1-and-1. I think Fields thought he was going to stop the break and it would be side out of bounds, but that was the 17th foul on the Mustangs, and that will send Fifi Adu, who's a good free throw shooter, to the line.
17-16 is the score. The Lopes looking strong here early on in this game. It's tight. Mustangs again came out, punched them in the mouth, but their defense definitely responded, and they found some hot hitting as far as getting back in the game points-wise.
Yeah, I mean, I like that. They were slow with a couple of those turnovers there early. In fact, 3 in a row to start the basketball game, but they ratchet up the defensive end, and that's how you get back in the game. You get back in the game on the defensive side when you're not hitting shots. Let's go to the telestrator here. We can see that, when you got good guys that can get out here and put ball pressure on here like Russell can, it really helps the back line of the defense. Now, everybody over here lined up on this side is watching that ball there, and then Keontae Vernon does such a good job hedging out. That ball now is in a double team that is 35 feet away from the basket. Makes the back line of the defensive jobs easy. You got a lot of interceptors and a goalkeeper, and then you close out on the shot. You got burned by the three-point shotter, but sometimes good O beats good D. You'll like to see that. You'll win more of those battles than you lose.
You definitely want them to see continuing to play just that style of defense. Fans, be sure to tune into the Dan Marley Show for an up-close look at the GCU men's basketball team. Recaps of recent games, including the December homestand. We'll hear from head coach Dan Marley. Stay tuned for upcoming shows on the 7th and 21st of January, February 4th and 25th, and a final season recap show all coming your way. It's the Dan Marley Show on CW6. GCU got back into the game, but got a bit cold. They're 0 for the last 4. And Coach Dan Marley hoping to close out his 2016 with his Lions taking care of your Packers.
Ain't gonna happen. Packers are red hot right now. Winners of 5 straight. And even though the game is at Ford Field in Detroit, don't think it's gonna matter. Wow. Aaron Rodgers is playing at the MVP level that he played at a couple years ago.
So you basically want us to relax.
R-E-L-A-X. Just like Fifi does at the free throw line.
Oh my goodness. There we did it.
I tried to get it in there and I jinxed him.
82% free throw shooter.
Who would have thunk?
Yep.
They had to sit out the game against Arkansas Pine Bluff, and sometimes when you're not in there in that game action, you're breathing heavy. You have to go to the free throw line and knock some free throws down. It becomes a bit more difficult.
Joe trying to move on Carr. Irwin comes out for support. Surrounded. Bounce pass off of the foot. Amnesia.
Well, we threw up that good defense coming out of there with the telestrator, and you saw a classic example of that. When you get 2 good guys in a trap like that, a nice strong trap, it lets those interceptors, which was in that case, be a lot more aggressive.
Fifi in the corner pulls down Draceline. Martin's got an open look for 3. And Martin! Bam!
Well, that's what they needed. They had 3 assists all by Martin. This time Martin said, I'd give it. This time I'm taking it. And Fifi does a nice job grabbing that basketball in there. He left Martin wide open. He could have made himself a ham sandwich before he shot that ball before anybody could have closed out on him.
Martin called for the foul.
You know I know about those ham sandwiches, Barry. Look at that. Plenty of time out there to get that one lined up and knocked down. He made 3 3-pointers against Arkansas Pine Bluff. I was not surprised to see him take that ball. He's going to be aggressive tonight, and he has his opportunity.
Sutton in the game for the Mustangs. Inside, McCall pulls back and goes up over the top of Martin.
Oh, that was pretty.
That was pretty, wasn't it?
Nice one dribble, straight up, straight down, jump shot along the baseline. That's not an easy shot to make. Very little depth perception to work with. Wonderful shot by that young man.
Carr. Ooh, loses the handle. Goes right into McCall's hands. So, just inside the arc, slashing, cutting in the corner. Oh my, Mustangs on fire now. Fields connects for the 3.
Yeah, lead change. Quick little 5-0 run for the Mustangs. Doing from the outside shots.
Carr. Martin pulls down inside. Quickly Smith off his fingertips. He's got to pull that ball in. Fields to his left. Irwin comes out. Pushing Fields out is Russell. Quickly to the left. McCall. Hit from there before. Driving baseline on Martin. Soft one, and it's gone. Finds its way in.
Yeah, McCall's starting to heat up. He's got a nice dribble, pull-up jump shot. He's got 8 points in his game. Doing a nice job along that left baseline.
7-0 run for the Mustangs. Inside, Smith. Oh, he's fouled. Poor Kerwin can't get that off.
Yeah, well, he tries to get it up quickly, but the Cal Poly team is well coached. They've been trained to say, hey, we got a big guy underneath that we can't jump with. Let's foul him, put him on the line, and live with the free throw opportunities. But look at that McCall. That's the best defender on the Lopes right there. Jared Martin trying to stick McCall. He does a nice job driving him hard, and then he puts on the brakes. Martin can't quite stop himself from going backwards. It gives him just enough space to be able to go up and knock out jump shot down. You know, a little soft bounce off of that soft iron. Once again, Kerwin Smith missing the front end of that first, the two shots.
Russell trying to give him a little coaching tip there.
Did he tell him to hold his follow through? What did he tell him? What was his?
Was a little.
Maybe it was hold the follow through there, huh?
A little erratic. You wanted him. This nice smooth motion.
Yes, sometimes that's all it takes. Just one of your buddies coming over and give you a pat in the back. Hey, just try this, and you know we're behind you.
Colin Martin again.
They're trying to work this matchup.
Wow. Driving baseline. Does he do it again? Nope. Rebound, Smith. Gordon at 6'8". Big body in for the Mustangs along with McCall. In the corner. Carr, cross court. Fifi looking to his right to Russell. Inside, Carr. Ooh, he's sworn. Back out, Fifi. He pulls down, drive baseline, up high. Oh, does it go? About to tap back? No! Smith, they're in. He puts it on the hoop of the arm.
The big fella doing damage underneath. They're working on the glass, and then they're starting to get getting a little nasty and chippy underneath there. Kerwin Smith got the bucket to put back. Don't want to see him get tossed out of this one with Vernon in foul trouble. Going to need the big fella to keep attacking that glass. Yeah, you can see him right down here. That first jump doesn't get it, then tried to go back, and who was that? Gordon. Gordon gave him a good little chop across the chest and neck here, and Kerwin Smith took exception to it, but Coach Marley wants none of that. He wants him to keep his head in the game.
Boy. They got right in nose to nose. That was like Happy New Year. Kerwin doesn't back down. Quickly the officials react, and
yeah, it wasn't a whole lot there. I mean, he was trying to give him a hard foul, missed the basketball, missed his arm, and then chopped him across the chest, and then yeah, not to say the neck, but certainly the upper part of his chest. You see him get missed there, and then whack, and then he did get him up against the head, side of the head. I don't think it was intentional. He was just trying to get to the basketball. And Kerwin Smith didn't like it a whole lot.
Against the low number 21, Kerwin Smith. Second personal.
A young man. Let him play basketball. Give him a couple texts and play on. Yep. I like when the officials do that quickly.
Both teams, right?
Yeah, I like when the officials get together, look at it quickly, boom, make a decision. Let's play ball. It's not football. We don't want 3-minute instant replays and trying to obsess things from 4 different camera angles. Take one quick look at it. Make a decision. Everybody's going to have to live with the consequences. Let's play basketball. That's exactly what the officials did. I'm happy for it. Kerwin Smith got to make this free throw line. Make him start paying. They're going to hack him, which they've been doing. They know, like the hack of Shaq, where they used to put Shaquille O'Neal on the free throw line because he was a poor free throw shooter. You just got to make him pay from the line. That's all. There you go. That follow through. Whatever Russell told him seems to be working.
And the season Russell's having. If he says something, I'd listen. You know?
I agree. Yeah, even got his girlfriend to say yes, huh?
Sutler. Driving right, leads from McCall. He's on the right side now, going up high. Too heavy. Pulled down by Carr. Fifi on the run, slashing it up high off the glass. And in.
Getting some good contributions from their guard, whether it was Shaq Carr a game ago with the 18 points, filling in for Adu. Adu coming off the bench here. You got Adu, Russell, and Carr all working together now on the floor. So Coach Marlin's decided to go small ball to match Cal Poly's small ball.
Lopes, the pendulum swinging back their way. 6-0 run in the last minute 15. Lopes lead it by 3, 26-23. 3:59 on the clock and counting in the opening half. As the Lopes closing out their homestand, looking for their 4th straight victory. Can they do it? Well, you'll need to keep it right here on CW6.
However, Martin said he thinks he needs to go out there and be a little bit more tougher mentally. He said it is getting to him that, and kind of messing with his mind a bit, that he's been missing that shot that normally comes so naturally. But he said what's keeping his confidence up is the fact that Dan Marley has been very steady in him and giving him that confidence. He's had a green light this whole season to take those good shots. He said despite the fact that sometimes it doesn't fall in his favor, Marley has never said anything except go out there and take that shot once again. And perhaps it's all coming around, but the good news is Martin has not let any other parts of his game go. In fact, he's leading the WAC right now when it comes to steals, averaging 1.9 per game. Also on this list of top 5, his teammate Dwayne Russell with 1.64 steals per game. As you see in there, Ian Baker of New Mexico State ranks 4 on that list. But Jared Martin, we talked about guys, maybe he was at home-cooked meals with his mom in town for the holidays. Maybe just settling into the groove, but he seems to have found that finesse again with his shot. But he said he's going out there trying not to think about it too much and just let his natural ability take over.
Yeah, it's good to see his game starting to turn.
Vegemite. Probably bottom of a jar of that Vegemite.
I heard that's not really tasty. That's not really good.
Yeah, I think it's an acquired taste. Kind of like tastes like coffee grounds spread over toast.
That would probably take a little while to get accustomed to.
Well, I used to know like coffee. Now I'm dependent on it every morning to get this old body moving. I just showed you a picture from my freshman year of what I look like.
Is that your New Year's resolution to get down to that weight?
Oh, good no, I don't think I look good that way. I was thinking I was about 210 pictures after Coach Smith got a hold of me and started running me my freshman year in college. But I wouldn't mind dropping 49 pounds or so. That's got to be my goal. 49 pounds. I'll be 49 in March, so I got a year to do it. I can do it. You can do it. I might need fans out there to hold me accountable, though. You too, Barry. Oh, you and Kate.
I probably will.
Rich Reed, the truck.
A few people probably will. Floater by Russell, too heavy, pulled down by McCall.
I'll be pulling food out of my mouth constantly.
Look, Kerwin Smith came into the game at 6 points, 5 boards in 8 minutes.
He's been solid off that bench, Coach Marley. Vernon gets in foul trouble, or just replacing Darian Clark. He's doing a nice job using his muscle and his length around the basket. He's added 15 pounds. That's where I was going with that story. He's added those 50 pounds of muscle. It's made him feisty.
Abrams got that rebound, but is picked off by Card. Fifier driving, pushes back out Russell. Russell, floater, and it doesn't go.
How in the world did that ball come out? It was at least maybe even 2/3 of the way.
Bounce pass, Abrams, look out. Ooh, he hits the floor hard again.
Well, I thought maybe there was some contact underneath. The officials missed, but he's not complaining about anything.
Fifi driving, back out, threaded the needle. Martin looking for 3. Oh, it's short off the front of the rim. Fields with the rebound.
Russell's got to be more aggressive now. He's got a couple quick early baskets, and he's been quiet since. Just 2 minutes to go. The team seems like it's sputtering here with just 26 points. He needs to be more aggressive. I thought he'd finish this half with at least in double digits, probably closer to 16 points.
Back out Toth to Joseph. Joseph, 3-point attempt. Off the mark, Smith with the rebound.
Smith doing a job on that glass. What a man-sized rebound. High with 2 hands for the ball. 6 of them now.
Fifi can't get the handle. Carr. Back to Martin. Quickly to Russell to his right on the near side. Driving baseline up high. Doesn't go, but Kerwin Smith makes sure it does.
Oh, they woke up a beast at Kerwin Smith with all of those hard fouls. He was playing like a demon out there, just attacking that basket time and time again.
Mustangs 0 for their last 5 from the field. Their drought is 2-13 and counting. 3-point Lopes lead. Till Fields down in the corner for Joseph. Comes back out. Joseph driving in the paint up high. Fifi got a hand on it and picks it away. Under a minute to go, opening half. Claro wanted to call. Russell driving, stopping, popping, too heavy. Oh, Kerwin couldn't put it back.
That would have been incredible. He would have got that tip slam to go right there. I mean, as much as he's been hitting that glass, sometimes you have to go 3 or 4 times to hit one. He got back-to-back putbacks. That would have been something to remember.
Big call. Mustangs trying to get a bucket here. Approaching over 3 minutes. 8, 7, 6 on the shot clock. Oh, ran right into Fifi. Quickly Fields, 4, 3. What's he gonna do? Floater. Oh, and he put it home. Oh, that's just a backbreaker.
Yeah, several times tonight the Lopes have played that strong defense, nearly created a turnover, yet the Mustangs escape with a field goal going the other way. This is the time right before that, Fifi had a poke away that Fields was lucky to get back, and then he kind of stutter stepped on Smith just to freeze the big fella long enough to be able to put it back in drive and go off glass.
Fields playing well, came in the season, averaged 9 points per game. He's got 10 in the opening half.
Back to his defense one more time here. And that's Kerwin Smith and Fifi Adu protecting that basket. That led to the run out the other way. But we've had a number of great defensive performances here by the GCU Lopes in this first half. The problem is, I think on the other end, the Lopes just haven't been able to find the basket as much as they would like, especially their leading scorer, the third leading scorer in the country, Russell, who averages over 25 a game. He got 2 quick ones, but since then he's 0 for 5 from the field.
16 and counting. Lopes trying to get the bucket at the buzzer. Lead is 1. Carr, 10, 9. Fifi in the corner. Driving baseline, bounce pass. Martin, 5, looks for 3. And he hits it! No shot. Whoa! Jared Martin at the buzzer.
Well, nice job. They tried to trap. They tried to catch GCU to run them out of whatever half-court set Coach Marlin is playing, but this team is so well coached, they didn't let them base them. They spread the floor out, then nice ball fake, and then being aggressive. That's why I like Jared Martin.
Let's send it over to Kate.
All right, thank you guys. Well, Coach, you were shooting near 50%, but I imagine for a second half, the game plan has to be to get the ball in Martin's hands more, or to Dwayne, to get him his 2%.
Well, you're trying. They're just playing a matchup zone, and they're not going to leave him. So we're just going to have the other guys step up. And, you know, Dwayne got some good shots down the stretch, just missed a few of them. So if he gets shots, fine. If he doesn't, the other guy's going to stick up. But he's going to face us all year long. They're just in a matchup zone, and they're going to guard him and not leave him. But we got to get him in transition, and then he's got to finish around the basket. He had a few good looks.
And the good news is, coming off the bench, you're getting that support. Kerwin Smith with 11 minutes already, 8 points, 7 boards. What do you need to see from him and the rest of the bench to continue that play, especially heading into play? Well,
I mean, it's Kerwin and Fifi. That's really only the bench. I thought Fifi did a good job. Kerwin just got to be strong. He's got to catch it and not bring it down and finish. I mean, he's got to finish in there, and he's got to hit his free throws. Did a good job on the rebounding. We got to get other guys in there flying for offensive rebounds.
All right, thank you very much. Looking for another strong second half from this team. As Coach mentioned, trying to get Dwayne Russell going, but this is good practice for what's ahead with the WAC. They know who to target, that's for sure.
Yeah, the 2 leading scorers for both respective teams. Russell with just 5 points, while Toth has 0. Kate will be back with more of the halftime festivities with the Lopes up by 4, 31-27 here on CW6.
Well, they warmed up now. They figured out how to find their shots and their comfort spots on the floor.
Jones looking for his first points. Got it by Frayer. Deontay came out. Donovan Field trying to do his right. Pushing Russell back. High off the glass. Rebound is pulled down by Russell. Russell in the corner. Jared Martin short. Shipley with the rebound.
Just to me, looked like Martin didn't have a good base on that shot. His feet looked very close together. When you're pushing that three-pointer, you want to make sure you have a good foundation and what to use to engage your lower half of your body. Martin's got to spread those biscuits out a bit more.
Shipley back out. Big call. Stopping just inside the arc. Rebound is pulled down by Gordon, and he's fouled. Vernon.
Gordon did some work early that time on Vernon, got him in a bad way, and just worked quicker to that rebound, and fortunately for Vernon, who had the 2 early fouls in the first half, picks up a quick third one here in the second half.
Gordon at the line, 64% coming in. Linwood Washington native connects. Lead is 4 for GCU. Carr high by Fields, backs up. Russell, Martin, top of the key, over to Frayer. He'll come back out inside. Oh, bounce pass off the feet of Gordon.
That's Martin being unselfish, but if you remember from that first half, that pass was very effective going inside to Frayer, who was able to spin in that key and find an easy 14-foot jump shot. That's one I'd like to see Martin work on for next year.
Stopping, popping, it's the way Russell.
The guards were good early in that first half, and here again you see Shaq, Carr, and Russell with back-to-back baskets, pushing that lead up to 6 points now.
Fields to his left, Shipley. Shipley eyed by Carr. Shipley trying to find some room, moves to his left, by his baseline again underneath the bucket. 10 on the shot clock. Vernon's on him. Driving to his right. Vernon knocked the ball out from behind.
That was risky by Vernon. He's had those carrying those 3 fouls with him. But look at this one by Vernon. He put the bigger defender on those roller skates, pushing strong to the basket. And he's just quick to pull up, creating that space for his jump shot.
McCall working on Martin. Drop back and he hits it again at the buzzer.
Oh, McCall has gotten the better of Martin 3 particular times in this first half with that stepping backward fadeaway type motion, and Martin's just kind of shaking his hand, rinsing his hands like, what more can I do? I'm playing good defense. Kids just beat me with better shots. So sometimes you just got to pat him on the back and say, "I'll see you next time down the floor." Try to even this thing up.
McCall with 10. He's averaging 8.8 coming in. Russell 4-3. Better get it off. Martin's underneath quickly. Carr. Oh, not there. Rebound underneath.
A shot clock violation because the shot was off. However, the ball never hit the rim to reset the shot clock. But I like that drive by Martin. But you're a little bigger than Shaq Carr in there. Go ahead and try to either dunk that thing or get that body contact where you can go to the line and knock down a couple freebies.
Shipley, the little water bug all over the place. Back out, Fields. Field driving on Russell.
Russell's laughing because I think he's thinking, this is the first time I'm actually looking over the top of a defender's head when I'm playing defense. Normally it's the other way, and these little smaller point guards out of the floor going back and forth at each other with the dribble penetration.
Told to Shipley. Shipley, dribble handoff. Boy, the scouting report's good. Saw that all during shoot around. The Lopes defending that. Back out. Gordon pulls down. Shipley looking for 3. Off the mark to the left. Big rebound. McCall battling after. Bounce pass. Loose ball. Oh, Gordon's there and Martin reaching in.
Yeah, that's the rough one by Martin. There were 2 guys going for the ball up in the air. I think there was 4 hands on the ball at one point, but it's Martin's lower body that takes out Gordon underneath, and maybe that's what they get the whistle for.
McCall with a quick inbound, nothing but net. Good grief.
McCall is feeling it tonight, I would say. Hot early in that first half, and now getting himself going here in the first 4 minutes of this second period.
12 for Luke McCall. 2-point Lopes lead. Russell and Martin playing catch. Quickly inside, Carr, back out, Russell pulls down, oh, draws the foul. Ooh, took a bit of it, oh my. The right shoulder looks like he's in pain. Oh, no. No.
I think he had that pump fake and then jumped up into the defender, and either a knee or an elbow got him on the shoulder. But you're right, he is favoring that right shoulder, and he's not feeling real good right now. He's a tough guy.
Oh, he's all right. Where the collective wins came out of everybody, didn't it?
Yeah, he's been everything to this team. You can see it again there. Yeah, looked like that left knee comes right across the shoulder and back area of Russell. And he's feeling it. That's going to have to ice that one down after this ball game. That's a shooting arm, too, you know. Don't want anything to happen to that golden arm. He's been fantastic this year. We talked about him, third in the country, knocking down 25 points a game.
Crowd knows how valuable he is. Give him a bit of a round of applause.
Yeah, well, you know, it's one thing to stay in the game, and, you know, can he be effective? Now let's see if anything changes on his motion from the line. Looked pretty good there.
How many does he have here? Shooting from that arc, wasn't he?
I think he had. I thought he had dipped in just in front of that arc. So I think they gave him 2 shots.
Drop both of them. Gordon looking, surveying. Little handoff. Shipley. He'll do the same to Toth. Shipley. Back out. Oh, McCall, look out. Fields. Fields trying to get around. Deontay comes out too heavy. Rebound. Russell. Shaq Carr. Up off the glass and in for Shaq Carr.
Oh, I like that Shaq Carr took that to the basket. I thought for a minute he might try to high hand off to Vernon, who was on that weak side.
McCall again. Oh, goodness. Look, McCall having to give himself a game.
Yeah, they may have to change the defensive strategy here now for McCall because he's got it stuck on automatic.
Russell around in the corner now to Freya. In and out. McCall with the rebound.
It's like these GCU shooters have had a couple dip down below that rim only to spin out.
Now Pollard to bring in a couple of players at the scorer's table. Shipley bounce pass. Gordon all alone. High off the glass. Doesn't go.
I shot that a little flat. I think Gordon, maybe he's trying to aim that ball a bit much and didn't put the necessary arc on it to give himself the benefit of the iron there.
Inside Keontae Vernon.
Beautiful high-low pass. Jared Martin finding Vernon after the high set and roll to the basket.
5 assists for Jared Martin. Shipley comes out, takes it from Fields. Up high, look, oh my goodness, looky.
Zach Gordon can't believe it. He missed the little bunny just a moment ago, and this one he thinks, okay, I got myself a dunk, but the ball gets wedged between the backboard and the rim. I think that's going to be possession. That'll be possession to the Mustangs underneath.
All right, 41-36 is the score. Let's send it over to Kate.
Well, how do you top an ending like that? Well, I'm going to try with men's volleyball coach Matt Worley joining me. The season starts on January 6th. How are you guys looking for the upcoming season?
You know, we just got off our first day of our preseason practice today, and there's a very, very electric buzz in our gym. You know, we have 22 guys on our roster, 10 new faces, and we're excited to get going.
I want to get to know this roster because I really think that we need to be broadcasting some of these matches. Most specifically, that trip to Hawaii on January 11th. Pretty great schedule for that. And what are you anticipating, just a trip like that? How will it be a bonding experience for your guys?
You know, this will be, we're returning again this coming year. We were there last year. The environment in that gym is just like none other in the country. You know, 3,000-4,000 fans in there that love the sport, but we also have 3 Hawaiians on our roster. So we're very well supported and treated very much at home when we're there.
Well, that's great because you get the experience too, I'm sure, when you're there. And then I know you're looking at the schedule as a whole, but imagine when you look at February 24th and 26th with the defending champion Ohio State Buckeyes coming to town. What's that mean to this program?
You know, they're in our conference, so we've actually seen them year in, year out. But Friday night's going to be exciting because we're going to be in this arena, you know, hopefully with a packed house. Ohio State's returning every single starter in their lineup, so it's going to be a tall order, but, you know, our guys are excited for the challenge, and, you know, we're working one day at a time right now.
You talked about that roster, 22. Who are some of the returnees, and who should we keep an eye on?
we have an outside, Shalev Sada, who's returning for us. He's coming off some surgeries over the summer, but he's putting his time in. He's really dedicated to our program. Our libero is going to be very, very good again for us this year. We have about 4 or 5 guys returning that we're really excited about.
All right, well, we wish you the best of luck. Thanks so much for joining us. And guys, we got to work on that Hawaii trip, January 11th. I'll clear my schedule. You ready?
Yeah, we tried to go with the women's basketball team, and they wouldn't take us. So now we're working on Matt Worley.
Good in the grass skirt, too. That's their loss.
Now, see, that in itself would probably...
No, you won't do it for him.
See, now I can't block the visual. The whole second half.
Can't unsee that, huh?
No. Second half shooting, GCU at 57%. Cal Poly at 33%. The Lopes bench outscoring the Mustangs 10-5. Lead is 5. Carr to Russell. Russell just inside the arc. Oh, short.
Yeah, the direction just didn't have the distance on that one.
Shipley. Good call again on Martin. Busting his way. They tried to do the left hand, not there. Possession Lopes as it went out of bounds.
Hey, this guy, he's trying to get it any way he can from out there behind the arc, driving to the basket, mid-range game, and that time tried to go for the little lefty jump hook. He had 19 points at Irvine earlier this year for a career high. He's trying to top that tonight.
He comes out. Takes a seat as Coach Calero brings out the hot shooter. Russell in the corner from Jared Martin, back to Carr. 10 on the shot clock, just inside the arc. Hits the front of the rim, rebound is pulled down by Nijo. Joseph, the left wing. Joseph back out. Travel on Joseph.
Well, it was good defense by the Lopes. Joseph got up in the air and was trying to find someone to pass to. Unfortunately, came down before he got the ball out of his hands. The officials right on top of it whistled him for the violation.
Quickly, Carr to the right. Fifi Adu, baseline. Cross court, Martin looks for 3. Oh, front of the rim, rebound pulled down by Abrams.
A nice cross court pass that time by Adu, finding Martin behind the arc. He's already knocked out a couple threes.
Shaq Carr picks it off, loses the handles, fouled by Joseph.
Well, the transition game for the Lopes after they get turnovers has been strong all season long, and I like this one by Shaq Carr because he just guessed. He just guessed that I'm going to get over on that left hand and try to swipe this basketball away. And it was a good guess because Kerwin Smith, whose rim protector, was trailing the play. So had he missed, it would have been an easy layup. But he's very crafty at getting those turnovers in the midcourt.
Carr, near side, comes back out front. Martin, Russell, Nijo, moving to his right, floater up high, and he drops it, and he gets the foul. Hooping a hard.
Nice job that time by Russell. Gets himself into double figures in scoring there. He's been very good at that little float game, as he likes to call it, that area between the front of the rim and the below the free throw line, and floating that thing up over the top.
43-36. Here's the score. The Lopes on top. Just a tick under 12 to go in the second half.
48.1% shooting. He's 5th in the WAC. We've talked about with steals and assists. He's 2nd, 4.9 averaging per game. Really, is there anything this guy cannot do? He's leading the way for the Lopes. We've seen that. But when he's leading the way for the conference and also the nation when it comes to scoring, he's 3rd on that list. You've got to be impressed with what Zero the Hero is doing. And Scott, maybe from your perspective, when you're a player, and you think for a time last year it could be over, and then you get to come back and get this kind of year of just getting that free bonus time to play. He's really making the most of it.
Oh, he certainly has, Kate. He's done a wonderful job stepping in when Josh Braun went down, because remember, this guy wasn't the scorer that he was a year ago. He scored a few points, but mostly he was an assist dude. Now he says, this is my time to try to lift my team and elevate my play, and He's certainly done a wonderful job, but still a leader. Doesn't come across as a ball hog. He's come across as a guy that still wants to put the team first.
Toth with his first bucket of the game.
Yeah, welcome to the party, pal. Hey, this is the leading scorer. He's finally getting his first bucket, 11:35 mark in this game. Let me ask you a question, Barry. You think we have a 5-point game with 11:30 to go in this one?
No.
Give these Mustangs a lot of credit.
5-point lead. Toth gets his first bucket. He leads the team in scoring.
Coming off the holidays and looking forward to New Year's Eve plans. You wonder if the Lopes might have looked past this Cal Poly bunch.
Oh my, that was just a nasty turn of events for Jared Martin. Lost the handle. Joseph took it back, and then Martin called for the foul. Third on Jared.
Yeah, and you don't see this happen to Jared Martin very often, but it was Martin and Adu kind of together with the basketball, and that's why he didn't get it cleanly. I think Adu got a hand or a thumb or something on it that just kept Martin from being able to squeeze that ball, and it squirted right back over here to Joseph.
71% free throw shooter, Victor Joseph, coming into the game. 3-point lead for GCU. All right, by Joseph. To his right. Carr looks inside. Kerwin Smith up over Abrams, doesn't drop. Toth with the rebound up for Joseph.
It was a nice strong move by Smith. Might have rushed it just a hair. Could have taken a bit more time. Gathered, tried to go up a little bit smoother underneath.
Well, talk about smooth. Donovan Fields off the glass.
Well, Fields doing a nice job now. He's in double figures. Give him 12 points, couple boards. There's a 6-0 run now for the Cal Poly Mustangs to cut this to a 1-point game.
Fifi driving. Foul is called underneath. Abrams.
Look at the arms on Fifi Adu. I think it gives him a lot of confidence to be able to go against taller players underneath. And he's got good athletic ability as well. Gets strong up off the floor. Just hangs long enough to get that lower body contact underneath, get that foul, and go to the line where he's a good free throw shooter.
They do. Connects 82% coming in. Frayer in the game, Keontae Vernon in the game, Kerwin Smith and Shakar back to the bench. Ooh, off the mark. Fields to his right. Joseph driving on Fifi. Fifi got that right hand in there.
Yeah, you got little Fields, little Joseph. They kind of put their heads down and just use that speed that they have against defenders, and they get into that body there, and they do have to wrap them up, not let them get to the lane and get an easy layup.
First on Fifi.
Like a little 1-4 flat here, letting Fields work at the high screen roll situation.
Vernon came out. Oh, Martin got a hand on it. Fifi dive after it.
Oh, my.
Oh, Joseph. They collide. Looks like Joseph's okay.
Oh, he went down like a ton of bricks, but popped right up off the floor. He's tough. Look at this one right here. Adu goes up and just gets that, but this is the strength of Adu and the light feathers there of Joseph. He took a hard tumble down to the floor, but he's up, and coach just wants to make sure he's okay.
Fourth on Joseph, the Rancho Cucamonga native. Russell. Oh, good pick. And a turnover. Shipley driving. High off the glass with the right hand.
Oh, my. Block shot leads to a run out. We're not at 44.
Fifi quickly back out to Russell. Martin Slashing in, back to Fifi, open look for three. Oh, too heavy. Out of bounds, Mustangs ball. Off of Freya.
Yeah, just the way this game has gone, Freya's been quiet here in the second half. Vernon's not been able to get the offensive rebound and putbacks and do damage on the offensive end that sometimes he's able to do. And this smaller Cal Poly team now, they realize, hey, we got an opportunity to steal one on the road.
GC only with 4 offensive rebounds in the game to this point. Field don't travel.
Easy call for the officials. But look at this one here. This is a good block. Fields doesn't give up on the play even though it was beat. He goes right over to Shipley, and then he gets very creative. You maybe use that left arm just a bit to clear out Martin. Martin certainly didn't want to pick up his 4th personal foul.
Freyer's turning the inbound field. Oh, Bernadette taps it back. Oh, they needed that bucket.
Yeah, the 2 guys I talked about that just be kind of invisible on offense. Now Freyer gets to that spot on the floor that he liked and got it up there soft enough where Vernon was able to follow it up.
Stopped a 3.5-minute drought for GCU. Fields pulling back. Looking to his left. Nijo back out. Toe. Their leading scorer, long 3. Front of the rim, rebound. Abrams pulled it up. Back out front, left hand and in. Toth cutting his way in.
Got caught ball watching the action underneath, and Toth was smart. Saw his defender with his head turn, just went right to the basket.
Got it at 46, 7:40 and counting. Freyer, Russell, Shipley on him like glue. Slashing in. Oh, Dwayne Russell. Thanks for dialing that up.
Yeah, Russell's starting to heat up a little bit, realizing this thing's getting tight, and I got some guys that aren't making the shots I need them to make. I better start calling my own number some more.
Toth just inside the arc. Too heavy, but Abrams, the big boy, pulls down the rebound. Fields, 8 rebounds. Lopes a little flat-footed under the bucket. Martin comes out, puts some heat on Shipley with Fifi-Adu. Kick back out Fields, pulls down, Russell's on him. Got that left hand on him. Vernon reaches up over the top and picks it off.
Oh, they'll show not pass, says Vernon.
Fifi-Adu, 3-point attempt. Oh, off the rim. Nijo with the rebound.
Lopes with 3 of 6 3-point shooting in that first half, but haven't been able to get some of the good looks to fall here in the second half.
Nijo, Toth pulls down. Beyond the arc by Martin. 5-4 on the shot clock. Pulls down just inside the... Oh, man, they like to suck that shot clock up.
And Martin several times now has had a hand in the defender's face, and yet the step back jumper continues to fall over the top of his outstretched hand. Once nodded at 44, again now nodded again at 48.
6 points for Toth in the second. Russell doesn't go, but Martin puts back the basketball.
Timely offensive rebound, putbacks by both Vernon and Martin. The front court player is doing a good job.
Nijo looking to kick out to Fields. Fields driving baseline. Oh, tippy toe along that baseline. Toth, look at him weave. Slapped away by Martin. Oh, he can't believe it. Can't believe it.
Martin's going to walk that one off. He thought he had a good block. You can see Freyer's gone flying out there running him off that 3-point line, and that looked like a pretty good block. I know there was a little kick out with the leg, but I don't think that was enough to warrant a foul call.
8 points in the game for Jared Martin, unfortunately picking up his 4th personal foul, but what you like to see when things aren't connecting for Jared, he just keeps plugging away, does not hesitate.
No, he's a fighter, he's a grinder, and he missed a couple of those 3-point shots, but going inside, getting that tip in was huge. And I like the moxie in which this guy plays with. He plays unselfish. He thinks defense first. He thinks team first. And That's why Coach Marley likes having him on the floor. He went 40 minutes against Arkansas Pine Bluff because he's an extension of that coaching staff doing the little things, just the ball movement and get the early 3 assists in this basketball game. I like that one right there. You show the pump fake and you get one in and then work yourself from the outside in back to the basket. When someone drives to the hole, you get yourself a little easy putback, but just the smartest player out there on the floor at times, most times that is for GCU.
Let's send it over to Kate Longworth.
Well, guys, the Mustangs coaching staff has had their eye on Keontae Vernon for years now. They were actually the first school to recruit him when he was a high school player. They also gave him his first offer for a college scholarship. Keontae said he loved every visit he paid to Cal Poly. He said nothing about the program was disappointing, and before today's game, each coach came up to him congratulating him on the great year he's having. Keontae told me really there were no marks against Cal Poly, except, well, it was a little too close to home for the California resident, and he wanted to experience a little bit of a broader area. Wanted to be close to home, but not that close to home. However, it was great to see just the Mustangs program coming over, really still following Keontae in his career, showing respect for him and where he's at now. So I know this is a special game for him to now go up against that coaching staff in this program.
Says a lot about their coaching staff. Extend that greeting to Keontae Vernon.
Yeah, classy move, no doubt about it. Jared Martin with those 4 personal fouls and 5:30 to play. Coach Marley rolling some big dice that he can stay in this basketball game and not foul going down the stretch, because you know you're going to need him in the final minutes of this one, the way this is being played out.
Toth misses the front end. He's 86% free throw shooter. Lopes have gone cold from the arc here in the second half. 0 for 5.
Has not been Kyle's night tonight.
Under 5.5 to go. GCU holding on to a 1-point lead. Carr right at the free throw line.
Keontae Vernon parachuting down from the rafters, scribing that one high above the rim and slamming it back through. Nice job by that young man. Setting a nice high pick and then rolling to the basket.
5 minutes and counting, 52-49. McCall in the game again. Oh, look out, look, McCall.
And who'd they go after? The guy with 4 personal fouls on him. Good coaching over there, saying he don't want to foul. Let's go right at him, see if we can't get a bucket.
McCall's career high 19 at Irvine this year. He's got 17 tonight.
Oh, foul off the ball that time. I think it was Abrams. Getting mixed up with Keontae Vernon. They're calling this a 1-and-1. And Lopes are in the bonus.
You gonna say anything?
Not a word.
Okay.
We get quiet with the rest of the fans in here. I wonder sometimes when I'm talking, when they're at the free throw line, these fans are so smart, it gets so quiet. I wonder if the players can hear me. Yeah. I want to whisper, but I also want to be able to, the fans watching on TV to be able to hear me talking. So it's kind of a double-edged sword, but couldn't get the second one to drop. Frere almost got an offensive rebound.
I know some of the fans at home want me to be quiet.
You run this show, man.
Toth. Lopes have missed 7 at the line. Lead is 2. Joseph kick back out. Shipley. He's all over the court. Toth looking to move on Martin. No room. Shipley looking for 3 at the buzzer. Oh, in and out. I thought it was going to go. It's been their night. Oh, Vernon got a shot to the face. Shipley picks that one off. Intended for Frere.
Russell's just too far a pass across court like that. Plenty of time for that ball to be intercepted.
Under 4 to go. Shipley. Oh, looky.
Oh, they got an offensive foul down on the block on Shipley on Keontae Vernon. At first, a little concern might have been Vernon down there fighting too hard on the block, but Shipley gets whistled. Costly turnover.
Looks like this one's going to go down to the buzzer. Lopes lead by 2 over the Mustangs from Cal Poly. Don't touch that dial. Lock it in on CW6.
He just tries to each and every day better himself. Meanwhile, Keontae Vernon said his goal is to be a better person and build a stronger relationship with God. And Jared Martin made his resolution all about the game. He said most specifically he needs to go out there and start making those jump shots. Now, Braun did joke that maybe his resolution should be not to head to any of the mainstream gyms for the next couple of months, because he said it can get a little hard when you have that riffraff in there, you know, those people who don't normally go to the gym, but they make their New Year's resolutions to start working out. So he said he might wait till February to return. That's not a bad tip. And as for me, my New Year's resolution, to be more organized. But I swear I say that every year. How about you guys?
I wonder who he's talking about. There's going into the gym, the riffraff, trying to drop 49 lbs.
Yeah, I'll be back there. Come on, man. I'll be pumping and sweating.
Come on, man. Frayer to Russell. Russell crossing up over toe. Dwayne Russell!
I don't know what that play was, or whether it was just Russell clear out.
Joseph underneath McCall. Look what his hand delivered to him right under the bucket.
I can't let that ball get below the free throw line when you're trying to fight off a team trying to battle back on you. You get a good bucket at one end, and then they get a quick score at the hoop on the other end. Got to play better defense, get back in transition.
Vernon, turn around. Nice feed from Jared Martin.
Jared Martin's been money passing out of that high post area.
Under 3 minutes to go. Ooh, Shipley almost lost the handle. McCall's tied his career high with 19. Timeout by the Mustangs. Marley fired up, bringing his crew over. 2:50 on the clock. Vernon with 9 points in the second half.
Vernon's been big, especially down the stretch here this second half. I love this one right here because he goes down there and just uses that big backside, sealing underneath and going the little jump hook and throwing that little hook right over the top. You get a high percentage shot there in a 2-point game, and you got it. Money earner Mount Vernon, big underneath.
Lopes trying to improve to 9-5 overall, 7-2 on their home court. Boy, fans, the excitement here, family-friendly entertainment. Be sure to get your GCU men's basketball tickets right now. Season single-game tickets on sale. The WAC season right around the corner, featuring games starting January 7th against Utah Valley. Prime matchups with New Mexico State, Seattle University, CSU Bakersfield, all on the upcoming schedule. And remember, the GCU Arena is a great place to bring the entire family. Reserve your tickets now by contacting the GCU box office at 602-639-8979 or by going to lopestickets.com. Let's take a look at the upcoming schedule. We'll close out the 2016 slate at UC Riverside, another Big West Conference opponent. Tune in to 9-10 a.m. with Michael Potter and Tom Kuiper. Then back here as the Western Athletic Conference gets underway against your buddy Mark Bope and the Wolverines from Utah Valley. And looky here at New Mexico State on the 12th. UTRGV, a couple of road games.
That's going to be a big one. Yeah, I think the one back here at home against Utah Valley.
Yep.
You mentioned Mark Pope has got his team playing real well. Will coach, real smart guy. They'll be well scouted. Lopes will have to be ready for that one. But I don't want to say that the league championship's going to come down to that game at New Mexico State, but I just got a funny feeling that it could possibly be between the Lopes and New Mexico State. And hopefully the Lopes will be healthy enough to go on the road and get a dub.
Yeah, hopefully Josh Braun will be back. Darian Clark will be back. They started conference play with Coach Weir taking over for Coach Menzies at New Mexico State, doing a great job. McCall looking for a career high, doesn't drop.
That's good defense there, that young freshman. Very smart. He didn't try to block the shot. Just say, let me just stay on the floor, make it a difficult shot.
Under 2.5 to go. Russ, oh, looky.
I think they're intentionally fouling Vernon underneath to put him on the foul line. Call me crazy, but there's been a couple times now away from the basketball. I hadn't really been watching it play, but they've been fouling Vernon as he's been cutting across that middle and making sure he's the one that has to go to the foul line.
Coach Galera doesn't look like that was his plan. Oh, goodness. Apparently it worked on that attempt.
Well, the 1-on-1s it'll work, but now the Lopes will shoot 2 shots the remainder of the game, so I wonder if that strategy will continue.
Missed by Toth, pulled down by Carr.
Shaq Carr getting back out from that wing slot, getting that rebound.
Careful, Toth almost picked that off. Under 2 minutes to go.
Marley's got it drawn up here. Let's see what he got drawn up. He wanted Shaq Carr on that left side of the floor with the ball.
Carr in and out, back to Russell. 8 on the shot clock, got to move quickly. Ooh, fouled on the play by Joseph.
Yeah, Joseph.
Oh, no, Abrams.
Abrams didn't like the call, but it was clear that he got him trying to recover kind of on the elbow wrist area as he was swiping for that basketball. And Russell at the line for 2 big free throws.
It was on Joseph. That's 5 for him. He's got to take a seat.
Wasn't his night tonight. Yeah, got a couple free throws, and that was really about it out of Joseph.
Big time buckets here.
You can almost give Joseph a pass, though. I mean, you're trying to guard top 3 scorer in the country. Your offensive game's going to slip. And I got to give him credit because defensively is where he made his mark on this game tonight, slowing down Dwayne Russell.
Ask Coach Patino and the Louisville Cardinal about trying to guard Dwayne Russell. There's about 3 or 4 guys, including Quentin Snyder.
He busted him for 43 points, didn't he?
Pulled down, McCall just can't hit that career mark. Oh, wrap around there, foul, Shipley.
A lot of time left to go in this game. Minute and 30 to play. You're only down 6. It's a 2-possession game. You're going to send him to the line 75 feet away from the basket for 2 free throws. It's not even the one-on-one situation. They're in the double bonus. The Lopes are shooting 2 free throws and sending a pretty good free throw shooter to the line. I'll be a younger player, and sometimes pressure burst pipes with younger players, but certainly not the play that you want with a minute 32 to go. Try to play solid defense and create a turnover.
3 personal fouls on Shipley. Timeout by the Mustangs. Coach Calaro, 8th season as head coach. Coming off a 77-61 loss at Washington on the 20th. They're at Princeton on Saturday. Women's basketball, the Lopes, well, they're in Hawaii right now. But they'll be back Wednesday, January 4th, 7 p.m. against Arizona Christian. A well-deserved working vacation to Hawaii. No one ever brings us there to take on the University of Hawaii tomorrow. Chaminade on the 31st. Back to reality. Back to the mainland to take on the Firestorm. The Firestorm average about 70 points per game with 3 players in double figures. GCU counters with guard Jessica Juski, fresh off a 31-point game against NAU on the 19th. Game time 7 p.m. right here at the arena.
You got to look at Jess this year. She slowed by injury the first part of the year, and now is coming on strong.
Another find from Australia. Team's playing really well. Healthy August Duchard and Casey Rarick. Marina Laramie. Oh, goodness gracious.
Wait a minute, is that count as 2 points or what?
Goodness gracious.
I think they're called goaltending. But it would be curious if it wasn't goaltending. He ended up tipping it into the basket. Maybe it should have counted as 2 points. So they're only going to give him the 1. Play on. 6-0 run by the Lopes.
That's a first for me. Ooh, Shipley. Slips, looking to drive. Good work by Rich Shipley. Mustangs call another timeout with 1:19 to go. The lead is 6.
Let's look at this one more time from the line here. This is an interesting one. It was hung up on that rim there, and then, oh yeah, certainly in the cylinder. You can't believe he knocked the ball while it was on the cylinder. I wonder if he's played some international competition where that's actually a legal play. You can knock the ball off the cylinder. But
he's from Newbury Park, California.
Yeah. Maybe he's got dual passport we don't know about.
He obviously is upset with himself. Alex Abrams.
Yeah, you have 50-50 chance that ball was coming off the rim. I'm not sure, 100% sure it was not going to go in anyway. So
yeah,
we'll give him a pass.
I'm sure it was going to drop. Well, it's a nail biter. Back and forth. Coach Calero calls yet another timeout, allowing Coach Marley to draw up a play.
Well, if you're thinking at this point that you want to go for three, you got to probably watch Toth. He's a 52% shooter from behind the arc, and they've had a couple guys that have made a few shots tonight. But a lot of time left in this one.
Martin inbound, 1:19 on the clock. Running down the baseline. Bounce pass, Russell. Oh, look out. Trying to bust through this press. Foul is called. Nijo.
Foul called on the Mustangs, number 35, Nijo. Second personal.
Calero can't believe the call, but Russell to the line.
Oh my goodness! How many games have you seen lost
right
when people have not salted them away from the free throw line? Yeah, possibly. He took that nasty blow on that right shoulder. Just
whoa! 10 missed free throws by the Lopes. Hope that's not a storyline. Coach Marley rubbing his forehead.
He had the guy on the line that you would have wanted to have at the line.
Fields takes it. Man, that was an open lane parting to the Red Sea.
You miss free throws and you give up layups. Two bad combinations.
4-point Lopes lead. Russell's going back.
Yeah, the smaller the lead, the more pressure on each one of these free throw attempts by Russell. 6-point lead. He missed two last time. Now you're down to a 4-point lead. You got to forget about that last trip to the line and make sure you get two here.
That's more like it.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing number 0. Is 0 a number? Number 0? Yeah,
yes,
not missing zero going to the line and coming up with 0 free throws. It's nice that he's able to go to the line and get 2 on that one.
All right, nice cushion here, 63-57. Shipley driving.
Oh my!
Hits the bucket. Look out, here comes the press.
Shipley.
It's to Russell again. Tried to bust through. He's fouled. At least they're getting the ball in the right player's hands.
They are, but they are letting the Mustangs score so quickly at the other end after made free throws. Where's your defense? Get some guys back to stop them from getting layups. It's one thing if they're knocking in outside shots, but to give a point-blank shots at the rim, you might be better off fouling them than giving them layups with only 5 or 6 seconds coming off the game clock. Yeah, well, Coach Marley put 3 guys back in that painted area after that second free throw attempt.
Shipley quickly brings it up to his left, driving. Martin pulls back. Now and he hits it. Quickly to Russell. Here we go again. It's a broken record. They're not following him yet. Oh, they haven't got him. Oh, no job. Ujo reaches in. That took a few seconds off the clock that they didn't get when they were trying to defend.
No, but I like the fact that you gave yourself an opportunity to get a steal rather than just blatantly fouling. There's still a lot of time left in this game, especially when some of those fouls were coming with 1:30 to go. Give yourself an opportunity in the backcourt to at least get a foul before you try to foul in the front court. Also, he's salting them away now.
How crucial are these free throws, though? I mean, if he hadn't turned hot here after missing the first 2 in this string, this game would go real
Coach
tight.
had 3 guys back. Now he's got 4 guys back on defense to try to stop them from getting layups. You don't want to give up a 3, certainly, but certainly can't keep giving up layups.
Shipley driving, slashing, picked off. Russell up to Shaq Carr. Bam!
That just might do it right there. That might be the final nail. That turnover to a layup.
Oh, McCall, that career high. hits the three.
This kid has having himself one whale of a basketball game. Just when I think they might have gotten the layup and that could have put the final nail in the coffin, they come back with a big three.
Oh!
Coach is upset.
Coach got a tee.
The Mustang coach is really upset about something that happened down at the other end, and I'm not quite 100% sure what it was, unless he thought that Shaq Carr might have traveled when he was going for that layup. It was an awkward jump that he had for sure. Didn't get the lift he wanted, but I certainly didn't think it was a travel. Maybe we get a look at that one again. Coach Calero is having no part of it, and that technical's really going to hurt his team with just 16.9 to go, and a 4-point basketball, 4-point disadvantage. Well, look at it here one more time. This is the steal that led to this opportunity for Shaq Carr. Count his steps there, 1, 2, 3. Maybe a big hop at the end of it, but I'm not sure if it was a travel. But look at this one right back the other way. When it's your night, it's your night. Set a new career high. But did we get somebody going to the lockers early?
That's Coach. Coach Calero.
Coach Calero going to the locker. Did he get a second technical that sent him to the locker room?
Yep.
Oh my goodness. Well, that'll do it then.
Mustangs really having lost 3 straight. Russell's been money at the free throw line after missing the first 2 in this long stretch.
Yeah, nobody moved because he's got a couple more free throws to shoot after that double technical.
Wow.
Hate to see this game in that with such a kind of a negativity because it was such a good game.
It was, yep.
Russell able to knock down 3 of those 4 free throw attempts, and the Lopes get the ball back and can't advance it to half court, so they still got to worry about this tough Cal Poly defense and not commit a turnover here.
16.9 on the clock. Lead is 7. Martin to inbound. He can't find anybody. He's going to have to call timeout.
Well, they had 2, and that's a good situation there. That's the negative part about the college game, not being able to advance that ball to the half-court line. You have a little bit more room to work with. When you get it down on that baseline, it's easy for everybody to overplay their man. Very small area in which to inbound the basketball. And actually, the funny thing is the backboard works against you in that situation. You can't make the long pass over the top of the defense, so they just load up on you, play everybody in front, denying the passes.
GCU hitting their season average. It's just over 71 points per game. Inbound to Russell. This is beginning to be a broken record. He's being swarmed. Timeout was called.
Yeah, Martin called a timeout. He thought his buddy was in a bad way, and Russell's kind of looking at it like, nah, don't call a timeout. I got this. 2 guys is nothing. But he didn't want a turnover, so being the coach on the floor, he used the final timeout of the game.
11.9 on the clock. Lopes, no doubt on their way to winning their 4th straight. As they begin the first of 2 against Big West Conference opponents. Again, they'll be at UC Riverside December 31st, 3 p.m. tip. Tune in to Michael Potter, Tom Kuiper, 9-10 a.m. Let's revisit your 3 keys to the game, brought to you by Hyundai. Your Hyundai dealers here in the Valley. Buy Hyundai.com today.
Well, we talked about that 3-point line. This is Mustangs team playing small ball, trying to run them off that 3-point line. They were able to hit a couple, but not get killed 5 of 16 from behind the arc. It was the penetrations here late in the basketball game that kept the Mustangs hanging around and make this an ugly basketball game. I think Lopes played some pretty good defense out there tonight. Really caused some fits, and then the Happy New Year. We not only put bench points up there, could have put anything up there, but more than anything is getting through this basketball game without getting any more Lopes players injured, and try to get some of those guys that are injured get them healthy for next year.
Inbound to Freer, quickly got it up to Russell, up for Fifi. They're going to just walk it off, and the Lopes are going to win their 9th game of the season and improve to 7-2 on their home court and win their 4th in a row. 71 71-64. The Lopes win.
Well, once again, it was one of those games that kind of started a little ugly in the first half, but the Lopes hit their stride in the second half, but they couldn't put this Cal Poly Mustangs team away. They hung tough. They had a great performance tonight by Mickle, and Coach Marley be happy to have this win and close the book on 2016.
No doubt on their home court. Dwayne Russell, 20 points in the second half, many of them at the free throw line. Let's send it over to Kate.
All right, thank you guys. Well, Coach, not necessarily the impressive numbers you're used to seeing from your team or the dominating play we've seen in the last couple games, but your team grinding it out, finding a way to win. What to say about the guys you had on the court today?
It's a great win. I mean, that's a good team we beat. Really well coached, play hard, can shoot it. Defensively, we were pretty good. We battled, just found a way to win, and that's what we're trying to do, especially with the short bench and the guys we got. I'm really proud of our guys. That was good.
Yeah, it seems like it really sets the table. Obviously, you have Saturday's game at UC Riverside, week layover, and then WAC conference play starts. What are you anticipating?
Yeah, I mean, we've had a great home stretch, and now we get to go and see what we got against in the road. And then we've been looking forward to the moment for WAC play, and hopefully we'll have a couple guys back, Josh and Darian, but we'll have to see. But I'm proud of our guys. This was a big getaway win, especially when you got to go back out on the road.
All right, well, thank you very much. Congratulations on the W. Wishing you all the best in 2017. Hopefully a lot of healthy bodies back as the Lopes take their 6th straight win here, their 4th straight win overall.
Well, Russell hitting his season average at 25 points. We'll step aside, be back to wrap things up after the Lopes win it. Their 4th in a row, 71-64 over the Mustangs from Cal Poly.